Thank you. Item 7 is file 191436, resolution directing the Executive Director of the Fire and Police Commission to extend trauma-informed care training to all members of the Milwaukee Police Department. This is sponsored by Alderwoman Coggs. Go ahead, Alderwoman.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and Committee. Again, as many members may remember, several years ago, I believe it was myself, Alderman Hamilton, and Alderman Kovac put forward an amendment that kind of got the ball rolling with the trauma-informed care training. The Office of Violence Prevention has helped to make partnership, and the Health Department has helped to make partnership with Milwaukee County and MPD, and now we even do trauma training for the fire department, and I believe the mayor has said he's making it available to all city workers as well. But within the police department, we initially started at District 7 only, training those officers. It eventually spread to District 5. So currently District 7, District 5, and I think some other higher level officers are trained as well. But I think it's critically important that the entire force of officers that are dealing with residents are trained on the trauma care. The reason, I'll tell you what motivated me in the first place to even get into the trauma-informed care stuff was there had been a little girl, 11-year-old girl got shot at a corner store in my district, and I went to a neighborhood meeting, and parents of other children who had seen the incident occur were at that meeting, and they shared their experiences. And I said, well, are you so what was offered for your child? Because that's traumatic for anybody to watch somebody get shot. And they said nothing. So I began to work with MPD, the health department, to think about what could we be doing to help, because we know that for many offenders, they have trauma in their past that was never dealt with. So we just felt like on the prevention side and just on the health and healing side, that if there is any way that we could at least offer or connect particularly children who witness violent crimes with an opportunity for healing and counseling and that kind of thing, that at least the effort should be made. And so, like I said, District 7 and District 5 have been doing this for the past few years, and I just think it's important because officers are oftentimes the first responders on these situations. So for them to be able to refer those families and children to much needed counseling is just one small effort to try to help with health and healing.
Very good. Well, I applaud your efforts, and hopefully this will be able to expand to all the department members. Go ahead, Director.
Yes, I've spoken with the health commissioner, and really looking at what currently is being done around this space. I believe the fire department has already begun to be engaged, and obviously some districts from the police department. And so the goal would be to work with the health commissioner, and we have reached out to the Office of Violence Prevention. We're setting up a meeting, I think, for mid-month this month, to begin to look at our work as a whole with the Office of Violence Prevention and the preventative measures that we should be looking at as it relates to the public safety issues in our city.
Right. Very good. Nick, comments?
No, we look forward to having those conversations.
Very good. So District 7 and District 5 officers have been currently trained?
So I just want to make one point of clarification to extend trauma-informed training to all members of the police department. So it sounds like we're talking about referring trauma-informed care to perhaps family members and victims, because what I'm reading is the training to the members of the police department, because we do have separate training for our officers on experiencing this. All first responders and, frankly, many different city departments experience trauma on a daily basis. But it sounds like what we're really talking about is like the programs that are in 5 and 7 and that. So to that effect, it's a developing conversation. We've met before on this, and we appreciate the value of the secondary effects of trauma on a community.
Very good. Inspector, any comments?
No, sir.
Oh, very good. Well, with that, any questions or comments by committee? If not, Alderman Perez would move approval, and hearing no objections, so ordered. Again, thank you. Item 8 is